The pandemic is causing many to consider end-of-life plans. More than half of all Americans choose cremation over caskets and traditional burials. Costs and concern for the environment have people shifting attitudes. And now people are choosing something new, something seen as radical. Eyewitness News anchor Deborah Knapp tells us they're deciding to have their bodies dissolved.
Living in Austin, Vicki Gammon and her husband treasured being outdoors and did their part to protect the environment.
We do our recycling, and we've always been kind of water people, I think.
When the Judson High School graduate's cancer returned last year, she thought she faced a simple decision: burial or cremation. But she discovered a third choice, one some believe is gentler: to have her body dissolved.
Just basically, dissolves you versus, setting you on fire. And I think she was kind of more at ease with that.
Called Aquamation or water cremation, it is the process anti-apartheid leader and environmental champion Desmond Tutu chose last month for his remains. With no contributions to greenhouse gases, it's considered a greener alternative to cremation. It uses water instead of fire to return the body to nature. About 20 U.S. states have legalized the process, most over the past decade. It's not legal in Texas, but Green Cremation Texas will ship bodies to St. Louis for the procedure and then return the crushed bones.
We're seeing it grow in popularity.
Aquamation's scientific name is alkaline hydrolysis. The body is placed in a stainless steel vessel and submerged in a solution of 95% water and 5% alkali, usually sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. The chamber is heated for 3 to 4 hours, liquefying everything except the skeleton. It speeds up the same process a body undergoes in the grave.
What's left over is that brittle bone and effluent, okay? That effluent, well, a lot of times, and this is where people get hung up on, that effluent is discharged into the local sewer system.
Because liquefied remains are flushed down the drain, Catholic bishops have written they do not approve of it, saying, "We believe it fails to show due reverence and respect for the human remains of the deceased by being flushed into the sewer system." Aquamation is legal for pets and animals in Texas.
We're here to pick up
Artie. Yeah.
Lilia Fuller opened Eternal Waters Aquamation in Converse last year. Animals are placed in a basket inside a steel container, which is filled with water and alkali, just like the process for humans.
from the smallest hamster to a large Great Dane.
This is where Caitlin Zellers brought her cat Artie.
Aquamation is a much gentler process. It's a much more environmentally friendly process.
Zellers is a licensed funeral director.
I am a crematory operator. I know how to operate a traditional crematory. What you get back from an aquamation is finer, it's softer. It doesn't look like the product of a nuclear explosion. A normal traditional funeral, especially in the US right now, you're looking about $9,000 to $10,000.
The price for Aquamation is a fraction of that, about $2,000, the same as a cremation.
It's cheap, it's affordable. I really, really advocate for it to be legal here in Texas.
You can take that piece out of the equation.
Chris Thompson is planning on Aquamation for his end-of-life service. He hopes the laws in Texas change, but right now, no legislation is proposed.
I think I will use the same process, and hopefully by then they don't have to send my body off to St. Louis, and there's someplace here in this state that can handle that.
Deborah Knapp, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.